Hello and welcome to another Cultured Foolishness Power Raising Kanan recap. This is for season 5, episode 4. And I am Cree of Exodus Studios, Architects of Mars.com, and my co-host is
Coach, Tamara Simone, your favorite life coach's favorite life coach. If you don't know, now you know. Baby, baby.
yeah. So let's get right into it.
Had to get a libation for this one because this was one of
Oh
them ones.
yeah. Cheers to that. Yeah, they went crazy on this one, man. Taz came out first scene. Just it's sad because as longtime viewers of this lovely program, you know
You kind
what
of know.
Kanan is gonna do in these type of situations, and this man and really tried to sun him in front of all his guys. So
Really tried
you
to
got
hold
to
him like
die.
that.
Yeah, you
Like, and
got to
then he
die.
thought, like, yeah, he like, you know what? If I just hold this nigga, then everything gonna be cool. Like that's in my mind. This like no,
Very dumb. Very, very dumb.
actually gonna be the complete opposite of cool.
Yeah, the complete damn opposite.
Well, really and
So,
truly, what he thought was if I son this nigga, then I'm just gonna be the big dog and he just gonna bow down. And if he do try to come with it, I can be able to take him out because I don't like him anyway. See, he thought that's what he thought.
uh,
He thought
you
wrong,
right.
clearly.
He thought he could actually like fuck with Kanan. This man, when he hit him, he did that shit so damn fast.
If
Ah!
you blinked, you missed it. And because for one, I knew it was going. For one, you was talking about his mama, and that's an extremely sore spot for him. And then you were saying real crazy. So he stole off that fool so quick. Then that blood just bloop, like it. Bravo.
Yeah, yeah. We'll get back to that in a second.
Oh
I
yeah.
wanted to just obviously that first scene you could already just how he was like, whatever you say, I was like,
Yeah,
it's just about to die. It's gonna be bad.
like whatever you say
Um
don't mean whatever you say. Like you know
no,
that.
no, especially not with no nigga like him.
No.
So then let me see. The next scene, I think we had Marvin at the church
Yeah.
talking to the
Oh,
pastor
yeah.
again. And I feel like he more worried about if Lou went to heaven or not.
Hmm.
And Matt probably not thinking about himself as much, but thinking more about Lou. But
Well, for one, in this episode, we really got to, and I mean, we knew this before, but it's been a while since it's been reiterated that Marvin is big bro. So,
hmm
you know, he's more worried about Lou than himself because as a big brother, that's what he gonna do. I
right.
guess for him, he feel like I don't really care what happens to, like I just want to make sure they, like
Are
Lou
good.
straight and
Rock.
stuff Rock be doing. You got
Yeah, you can't keep her safe because she gonna be out here in the thick of it. Speaking of, so what was that one cat that she used to deal with that she was
I can't
talking to
remember.
in the
We're
beginning,
gonna
the
get better with
Latino
the guy.
dude? I know we're
We're gonna get
terrible
better
with
with the
the
guy.
certain characters, but I think if you watch the show, you know it was the gentleman that was from really the first couple seasons he was there as kind of the plug, and
She was
then
rocking with him before Stefano, right?
right, and then I think he introduced her to the plug that she messing with now
Mm, okay.
too. So she trying to cut him in on the business, um, probably from a protection standpoint too.
Yeah.
hmm
Um.
Oh yeah, and then what else happened?
So Juke with the
Mm,
cop.
Yes.
the cop
Oh
that
boy.
she has on payroll, and her payroll then came up short,
Oof. The
and
first payment too. That's bad.
that's,
You
you know,
couldn't
trust
even.
is just shaky, just
Yeah.
shaky. Trust issues, just
Uh,
yeah. Um,
he was none too happy about that
he was
either.
not excited at all. It's funny because he's been attempting to come across so damn noble, and then when he entered this, you know, janky deal, as soon as the money came up short, then he was like, "Look, bitch, I'm crooked, and you need to respect my crookedness and pay me for being crooked, and pay me what we agreed upon for my crookedness." Like,
I mean, you see, you made the deal. You know, once you make the deal, you kind of like,
you know,
this is what we doing now.
you proposition him. Ain't like he was like, "Hey, I'll leave you alone if you give me a few dollars." Like, no, you proposition him, and now
Hmm.
you just not following through. So, you know, these are those growing pains that you got to kind of learn and navigate and work through.
Well, it's also setting up. Obviously, she about to start making some plays so she can have more bread because
Mm.
Marvin was like, "Yeah, that's cool and shit. I'm proud of you being a gangster and everything, but I can't help you with your debts. You set that up."
And he also he put so I always like to look at the lessons in these things. So one, he put her on game like, hey, when you put a cop on payroll, that's the last person who supposed to come up short. So moving forward, that's not the person that you short.
Hmm.
Secondly, you got yourself in this, you got to get yourself out of it. Like, it's not like I saw a couple people commenting talking about, man, he could have helped her. It's like, that's why y'all kids ain't shit now, because every time they fall, do you want to pick them up and kiss the boo boo? Like, you got to let people fall sometimes.
True.
I ain't saying you let them
And
crash and burn, but you have to let people learn lessons in life. Otherwise, you enable them. And what do we have out here now? A bunch of enabled, entitled, trash ass people.
yep, I deal with them daily basis. I think we all deal with
In
versions
some
of that on a
capacity, we
daily
do.
basis
Mhm.
because of the epidemic levels of people even being that way now than maybe back in the day. I feel like it was less of that. So Rock went to go see Stefano at the request of the
The new Kanan.
Manhattan boss. Yeah, the
Yeah.
Manhattan boss. And she was talking to him pretty greasy, actually. And he was
They are
not
no longer
feeling that at
friends.
all.
They are no longer friends. And
Yeah.
he ain't like that.
Mm-mm.
And, you know, he was like, you know, watch your tone. Who the hell you talking to? And basically, because she was like, okay, you wanted me to come here and talk to you. Like, what do you want? And he like, I want a piece of your business.
And she kind of like, you had a piece of it when you was working with me and you ended the shit. So actually go suck all of the penises that are around you if you can. I
And
literally
I'm
don't care.
actually in agreement with her. Like, when
Oh,
you
I
were working
agree.
together,
Absolutely.
you was getting your money. Ain't wasn't no funny business or nothing like that. So, you know, you can't just be like, well, I don't want to fuck with you, but since you didn't found somebody who will fuck with you, you got to pay me for you fucking with them. Steph, Steph,
Bro.
Steph, Steph.
But that's mob shit though.
Yeah,
He
it
ain't
is mob
he
shit.
just being a mob. Nigga. He just being what he is. So you can't really fault him for being exactly what he is. Is a mob boss that's going to try to get money from you. Like that is his purpose. So within that meeting, he mentions Breeze. So
Yes.
they already knowing about Breeze, but then when he mentions him, then obviously now she really like, I gotta see what this dude is about.
Hmm. Yeah. Um. Then we go to Kanan and Tiana.
Hmm.
Get to
Or
uh,
Tiana.
Right. There you go. Kanan and Tiana. Now he laid up with her at his place because he didn't took her to his place because he don't want to be in the hotels no more. And quite frankly, he just lonely. He lonely because his girl is up out of here, and I think that's why he was like, you know what, let me just go ahead and get this popping, and then ended up liking her, and then he learned her story of why she's doing this, and Heifer got a degree and all this old shit like that, but the degree just wasn't paying the bills, and they still ain't.
Mm.
She had a bit of a situation that caused for her to need some fast cash.
Yeah,
So,
her brother has special needs, and she said her grandmother's in rehab.
mhm.
And that's a grandmother, so she didn't even mention her mom. So who knows
Yeah,
what's going on with that? So obviously her whole situation is pretty much kind of a mess, but it can only get messier. Now you dealing with Kanan now. So good job. Money will be
yeah.
there though.
And Kanan pulled the good old fashioned
Put
call
he on
in
there.
sick and I'll pay you for the day stunt. He did that.
He did it.
I saw he pulled out the cash like, you ain't gotta go. He said, you ain't gotta go. And because at first she was
It's,
like, no, it's other, the tricks are calling. But then, he pulled out the water money and she like, I guess I can stay for I guess I can call in. See, they can find
mm.
somebody else to do it. Then she went telling all her little business about her, what I'm saying, working with Flossie and all this old
Oh
shit, the
yeah,
other
she
stuff. And it
was,
was like, was the D
but
that good?
well,
Was the D
maybe,
good? You just get to
but
telling shit. Like, when I was 9, I almost got hit by a car. Like, wait a minute.
well, I think that and the fact that she really is square, like she went to school, all this shit. So I think that's a big part of it too, that she just like blah 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 blah, just being
Yeah.
a girl, talking too much. So um that obviously kind of answer the question that we posed in the last recap, was him getting with her a coincidence, but obviously it was not, because he wanted the information and he knew he could easily get information from one of them chicks.
Hmm.
Then he made the move that they made with the
The other girl, I forget
this,
her name.
I forgot. Well, the judge, apparently the dude they got the hot dose was a judge. So
Hmm.
they kidnapped one of the other hoes, a
Yes,
Caucasian young
because
lady.
Tiana then told him where they be working out of.
Hmm.
So he pulled up and grabbed up one of them, and she's scared out of her mind because again, these are also escorts. So they're again the type of clientele they deal with is very affluent. They don't deal with hoodlums.
Street stuff.
So when stuff like that happens, they're like, look, don't hurt me. Whatever you need me to do, I'll do. I just want to go home type
Mhm.
type stuff. So he was like, good. That's exactly perfect. This is perfect. And Kanan know how to F up some work. So he like, oh,
I
I
know
know how to give you a hot
he was
shot.
like, let me get my own recipe. Yes. Get my own
He's
recipe.
like,
And
let me
it
get that stuff
worked
that took out
exactly.
Nicole, that took out
It
Juke's
worked
old
the
book.
same way that it worked on her. So it had to be the old formula. He was like,
Oh
hold
yeah.
on, guys, I got it. I have a pretty great recipe for what we're trying to do here.
Pulled out his recipe books, like, oh yeah, let me go to the beginning. Okay, here we go. Yeah, that's the one. Yeah. He named it after Nicole or some dumb shit. Just petty.
Oh
Um,
man, that darling Nikki. Here you go.
so yeah.
So yeah, that was and then he made sure to tell the girl to let Rock know that it was him
Mm-hmm.
that did
Say
that.
my name. Okay.
So,
Yeah,
yeah, say my name, say my name.
mm-hmm. I gotta
And
do
she did. She
this
was like,
me.
Katie.
Like, hey, very good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So,
Crazy.
um,
So let's see.
you want to talk about with Breeze when he was in there playing chess?
Oh yeah, that scene was cold. So basically, one of the kids that was on the block when the whole situation happened with Kanan and what's old boy's
Ah,
name? Taz.
yes.
Um, how he, they beefing or whatever. He's telling him everything, super animated. Whole time, Breeze just playing chess by himself, with himself, and not even he's clearly he's paying attention to what he's saying, but he's not talking and speaking back to him. And the
Mm.
kid was like, "All right then, yeah." 'Cause I'm just trying to not get shot. Like that's
Right,
what
right.
my mission is. I know this nigga is like that.
It's nice and crazy.
And then let me see. I wanted to talk about Marvin picking up the little Memphis assassin dudes.
Well, yeah,
That
so
sh-
to go back a little bit before, like how they even came into the picture is because after Rock met
mm.
Stefano, she goes to tell Marvin, like, yeah, like shit is kind of shaky and we may have to just take this fool out, but it can't have our hands on it because we don't want to mess up stuff with our connect. So Marvin is like, well, we can get some out of town shooters or whatever. So they call up the Memphis Misleys.
Oh my God.
And pick them up from the bus station, and they come in like they about that life, and it just didn't work out the way they thought it was gonna work out.
Well, it could have, but they decided they didn't want to do the goddamn job. Well,
Correction.
two of them did. Two of them
Two of
was
them was
down to
fine
do
with
it.
it.
One decided he was gonna just betray everybody.
Yeah, he was like, "It's
And
what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna tell, and then they gonna be looking at me like, oh, good looking out." And then I get to keep all the money, maybe even some more. And then I'm gonna ride off into the sunset and go back to my barbecue pit.
wrong. Nope, can't happen. First of all, mob niggas main shit is what? Loyalty. So you mean to tell me your crew that you came here with, you just double crossed them niggas, shot them. We're not rewarding that shit. Thanks for the heads up though. But I'm not rewarding that snake rat ass behavior. They hate that shit. So yes, they gonna use you, but you're not getting no reward for that. They got a code of honor. So he was better off either
Just carrying
like
out the
not
hate.
take carrying out the hit, or if he didn't want to carry out the hit, just running his ass back to Memphis without the money. Because either way, but they would have had to die anyway. So you might as well got to just try to, make it happen. But I guess he was like, well, he said, if we fail, we're going to get killed. Well, if you tell, you're going to get killed. So either way, dummy.
Dun-dun-dun. Come on, bars. If you fail, you gonna get hit, and if you tell, you gonna get hit. Boy, you better speak it to these people.
I'm
Um,
just saying, man. It's just, it is what it is. Like what he said. That's what the big fat dude said. It is what it is. All right, well,
yep, you right about that,
show
Bubba.
you right.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm. So I want to talk about the meeting of Rock and Breeze in the
Yeah.
park, because obviously his name been ringing even more, so she want to see what's good. And it's a pretty good sequence.
Soon
I
as they
really
walk up, he like, Kanan mama fine.
we know. We're aware wearing them outfits. Yes, we know she fine, but she definitely still a killer.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And so, what is interesting about that combo, because out of respect, Breeze met up with her because he like, nah, I know who you are and how you, in his words, used to move. So out of respect, what I'm saying, I'm gonna go ahead and meet up with you. Um, but he just felt like, like I'm here now. So, whatever you had is done. Your your blood is messing with me. So hey, it is what it is. And then, he did the whole thing about how, how tricky it is dealing with a lady in that type of business as opposed to another dude. And
Men, they
you know,
care about money or pussy. Money or pussy. Or
she
money
like,
or
yeah, you're
bitches.
right.
Money or
I
bitches.
don't care about bitches. I'm only thinking about
Only
money.
about money.
Look, if you want to know what I'm thinking, it's that. Because he like, why did y'all shoot up, so in the block? It ain't even your block. He like, because you making money and I'm not on that block. I'm like, it's actually quite simple. I don't really. He's making it seem like since she's a woman, he don't know what she's thinking about. Like, no, she told you, and what she did was methodic, and
Yes,
yeah,
yes.
because that's
Yep.
what she does, So,
That is what
um,
she does.
um,
So, we talked about Kanan and giving the hot dose to the dude who ended up being a judge, using one of the girls. So
so when the girl comes
then,
back to
right,
Rock and is, tell like, hey, he wanted me to know, he wanted you to know that it was Kanan. He was very intentional on letting me letting you know that. She's like, okay, well, don't tell nobody else that part, or else something bad is gonna happen to you. Um, and then when they bring this to Flossie, Flossie is like, I just met you niggas, and it's already fatalities popping up. Like, whoa, hold on, I don't like this.
pump the brakes.
Yeah, like this is not how Flossie does business.
Mm-mm.
It's like none of my men have ever had a blowjob like that turned out like that. And Marvin, like, oh, them hoes, he stepped their game up.
Of course, he got jokes. I was like, this nigga here.
Hey,
But she wasn't buying it, she know it's some else kind of going
yeah,
on. And then the fact that they offered to just kill the poor girl, like, you want us to take care of that? Like, okay, fucking gangster boo ass. Damn.
yeah.
Always
Flossie is
trying to
like,
kill
look,
somebody.
right. Flossie is like, look, I only do that if I have to. I don't go around just knocking folks off just to, like that. Look, business over here is different from that stuff you got going on over there.
Mm,
Um,
mm, mm.
so that leads them to, once they leave, Rock kind of confronts Marvin because she kind of see that there's some type of chemistry, for lack of a better
Yeah.
word, between Flossie and Marvin. And I'm sorry, but her talking about, like, I just don't want y'all to mess around and get married and leave and start a bed and breakfast. That shit had me dying.
That
Um,
shit was funny in the Catskills. I was like, oh my God, she's a trip. But that scene actually led to a nice little interaction between her and Marvin, as
very nice.
far as just being like, look, this is all we got is us. Like, we need to be locked in. I'm your big brother. I'm always looking out for you. La
And he
la
was just
la.
like,
And
if
that
I've
was
done
really
nothing else,
dope.
I've been loyal to you. So, like, at what point do you
Hmm.
stop testing my loyalty when I've done nothing but be that? Because he was like, even with the stuff with Stefano was just doing that and positioning that so that it would look like I was moving behind your back in an effort to try to take your spot. But it's not. Like, it wasn't that. It was just him stirring up some BS. So, and again, that's when he's like, hey, at the end of the day, I'm your I'm your big brother, and big brothers look out for their little sister. And I'm like, oh.
Right. That was cute. I was like, oh, I
You
see
like
you,
you
man.
like you
I see
right,
you. You
you
right.
right. And you
So,
know you saw like
oh yeah, a little
you,
twinkle in our
you saw her
little
soften up a little
glassy.
bit
I
to where
was
she
like,
like, all right, then he like, let me get your door because I'm, like
mm-hmm,
I'm big bro and I'm a gentleman and I'm gonna do what I do and that's gonna be that. And
mm-hmm.
like
That
we
was cool. That was a
yeah, we
cool little
making moves.
interaction,
So
especially with they got some little tumultuous situations before, so that was cool. So now I want to go back to Kanan and Taz.
I know you wanted to and I'm glad you did. Um
So as we said earlier, and if you have watched the show, Kanan pretty much knocked the mess out of Taz, like the blood out his mouth, literally.
he knocked him into last week, or next
He
week,
did.
whatever.
He did.
It was giving back to the future. So, but leading up to that though, so essentially Breeze tells Kanan that Taz came up short from a money standpoint. So it was kind of like, okay, well, you're gonna have to, Kanan, you're gonna have to regulate because he came up short. Now, what I also came to realize, and shout outs to whoever kind of put me onto this, I can't really remember who, but basically, part of why Breeze did that also was because it was Taz who tipped off Neek about them
Hmm.
without him. So Breeze already feeling like, oh, he on some other type of stuff because he feeling a way about Kanan. So let me just have Kanan go ahead and, what I'm saying, work
And
this
take
out.
care of that.
Take care of this foolishness that you trying to have going
Hmm.
on. So, Kanan addresses Taz like, yeah, you supposedly came up short, and then Taz started talking greasy again, like they was on the corner in broad daylight, when in actuality it was the complete opposite of that. And he started talking about his mama, and that's just a very sore spot for Kanan these days, especially. So before he could really finish getting off, then Kanan, knocked the wind up out of him,
Nothing until next week,
knocked him
pretty
into next
much.
week, and then it was like okay, it was them on some Wild Wild West stuff like draw. Man, Kanan shot that nigga kneecap off so quick. Whoo!
So fast. It happened so quickly. I was like, damn, he just shot him in the knee. Okay. And then basically,
And
gave
then
him his
Taz was still
last
talking stuff.
talking shit. And he's like,
And
come
he
on,
just
man, you're
like,
done.
fuck you, Kanan. He's like, no, fuck you. Like,
And I have to say, his voice really do sound like 50 is interesting. Like a younger 50 is really interesting.
oh yeah.
Um, so then the most unlikely bonding session happens while they chopping up Taz's body. Breeze come to help him dispose of the body. They chopping him up with like an electric saw.
Yes.
And that's when he tells him that he had met a rock, and
Hmm.
basically within that conversation,
And
which
yeah, Breeze is like, he's like, did you know that it was Rock who, who shot up the block? And he like, I wasn't sure, but I knew it could have been. I don't think he told Breeze, but he's already kind of retaliated.
hmm.
So there's that. But then he also tells Breeze like Taz wasn't even short. Like, and he like, well, yeah, that was a test of sorts. Um, and so that's when Kanan like, I ain't need no test, nigga. I graduated and took the saw. And he's like, I can chop this nigga up too. So that was a
And
very
that,
tumultuous bonding session.
well, that was a one of those situations where it's like, yes, we know he get down, he'll kill people, whatever, but like that is a level of sadisticness that's like deeper than just shooting somebody, like chopping somebody up into little pieces and being all right with it, like, bro. And then they take the pieces, burn those, and while the body is burning, Breeze comes clean about being the son of DEFCON, which we know that's not really his father anyway,
Right.
but he thinks that's his brother now.
But also
So,
kind of before that, because um and I like Kanan's dialogue because he was like, I'm not worried about this happening to me. I'm just aware that it could. And that's when Breeze is like, nah, because Kanan like, this is your man's right here, and now he's chopped up,
mhm,
and you helped me do it, and you low key set it up. But he like, nah, Taz ain't you, and you ain't him. So then that's when he proceeds to tell him like, DefCon was my father, so we
right.
brothers, nigga. And Kanan like, well, we not, but this is cool too, because now I know
Because
like you got a
I'm
little bit of
good.
a soft spot for me because we
But
fam.
then, but this, and I want to say this before we move on to some other
Yeah,
things to wrap up, but this explains so much of Breeze's demeanor towards Kanan since the introduction of his character at the end of last season. Like he almost had like I hate to say it, but kind of like a excited happiness about being around him, but still kept it to a certain level, but it was a little bit showing. And now it's like, oh, this is his little brother that he probably always wanted, and now you actually are interacting with him, and then he a hustler like you, and he a dope hustler and all that. So you
and
like,
you
oh
see how
man,
he
that's my
moving, like, oh,
brother.
he got that life, and he like, oh man,
Hmm.
we chopping niggas up together. This is gonna be great.
So after the because I think we did talk about the little dumb assassin dude
Yes,
basically getting killed because he was a
got
traitor
taken
to
out
his
because
people.
yeah,
So the last scene in the show was basically them delivering a box with
Stefano's
his
people
Stefano's people with the hat that dude had on. So now they know.
with a hole through it and blood on it. So it's
Yeah.
like, just in
So
case mission failed.
so now it's over with, man. It's gonna be some real shit about to go down
Yes,
next.
it is.
And I don't even know how they gonna be having a relationship with the other mom nigga because he didn't say try to kill him. He said go talk to him. So he'll be pissed about that.
Yeah. Mm,
So
yes.
we gonna see. We gonna see. I mean, do we I feel like is there anything else you wanted to cover before we
Other than
sign off?
Tiana admitting to Kanan that
Oh
her real
yeah.
name is Jarita, and Jarita is Sean, aka Kanan's son. Jarita is Sean's mother. So we now know
Hmm.
how he meets Jarita. So it's a very interesting introduction. Um, but yeah, that's pretty much the only thing we left out.
Oh yeah, he trying to do the little pretty woman thing with her too,
Yeah, he
taking
tried
her
to Richard Gere her,
shopping.
and she was like, "Nigga, I'm a hoe. This ain't no damn movie. I'm a hoe, and you need to stop this nonsense. I'm not even like this. Not what this is.
I respect it. I
I do.
respect it.
I do.
I respect it. But
I
that
do.
shit had me laughing when because I wasn't expecting her to just bust that shit like, I'm a hoe. I was like, oh,
You
hey,
don't say.
you
I
don't
wish
say. I mean,
everybody
you
had your
are, we
insight.
know, but I mean, damn.
Right. Like I wish everybody had your insight to just, just know
Mhm.
that self-awareness. That's something. It's impressive. It's quite impressive.
Oh man, but no, this episode was great. Definitely the stakes getting higher every episode to,
Oh yeah.
take us to the series finale. So another good one in the books, but we will be back next week
And I just want to
with
have
the
one last thing I want to say
mm,
as an honorary thing, since we've kind of briefly been mentioning the shy in every episode. Fuck
mm.
Tiff. That's all I got. I ain't saying nothing
Oh
else.
yeah,
Fuck
yeah,
Tiff.
she
Boom. That's it.
sucks.
That's it.
That was one of the worst episodes ever, but it's fine. It's gonna be over soon too. But
Yeah.
on that note,
On that
I
note,
am Creed of Exodus Studios and ArchitectsOfMars.com, and my co-host is,
Coach Tamara Simone.
and we will be back next week. Peace, peace.